Namaskar everyone. Welcome to the first asana class. My name is Didi Ananda Sainjana. You can call me Didi. So today we will have a little bit of Koshiki in the beginning, just for a few minutes. And then we will have the asanas. These asanas are very special. It may be new to you. So please, you may have to listen a little bit more so you understand how the asanas are done properly. I will spend a bit more time explaining how the asanas are done so that in the consecutive classes you already know how to practice it, and also you can practice it at home. I'm here, it's in the evening time. I would like to know where you are from. It'd be nice if you can introduce yourself a little, tell me a little bit about where you're from, and so that we have an idea who is joining us this evening for me. Do we have any replies? Okay. So I can see some replies. Yeah, please let us know where you're from. It'd be nice to also know who are the participants, and also it's also useful for me how to conduct the class to suit your time needs. So this asanas, we're going to show the 3 basic asanas that is suitable for everyone. That's why we are starting with the 3 basic asanas. They are, let me just tell you the names because some of you may be familiar with these asanas. We will do Dirgha pranam. It's a salutation pose. This is a very unique pose, very unique to our Rajadiraj list of asanas. It's also called Ardha Kurmakasana. That means like a half salutation pose. Then we will do Bhujangasana. Bhujangasana is quite familiar to most of you, I think, but there is also a little variation. And then we'll do Yoga Mudra. Yoga Mudra, also there's some other variations, but you'll learn to see how these 3 asanas can be done and how they can benefit you not only physically but mentally, and also in your it develops our human qualities, generally our divine spiritual qualities as well. It will also help you in your meditation. One of the reasons we are showing you the asanas is also because these asanas are meant to remove conditions, issues that you face in your meditation. So it assists you. Of course, at the same time, you have to be careful how these asanas are done. So you avoid further any injuries or complications that may arise. So do we know? Okay. All right. We will start with Koshiki. I would like to use Koshiki as a warm-up today. So some of you have done Koshiki before, some of you have not done Koshiki before. If it is the first time, I will explain a short little bit, and you can follow me with follow the dance with me. I will do it very slowly. Okay, so let's stand. Now, I want, for some of you maybe early in the morning, and if you have not walked, it's good if you can walk a little bit. So just walk a little bit. Just be mindful about your walking and see how you feel. Just a little bit of walking. It's nice to get the stiffness out of your spine. Usually we are very stiff in the morning, so just a little bit walking. But that movement, I'm sure we all learned to walk long time ago. And breathe as you walk. If you want to swing your arms, you may. Just be cautious conscious about what you're doing. Beware of the movement. Just a few more seconds. And that's it. Okay, just breathing in, breathing out, and breathing out. Inhaling, exhaling. Okay, inhale, raising, lengthening. Exhaling. Since you are in your home, you can also play soft music if you like. And exhaling. Just a little bit. Inhaling, exhaling. Exhale. Exhale. Push. Let's put a bit here. And exhale. Okay. Now we'll start Koshiki. Koshiki starts with the right leg, right back, the tip, the ball of the foot, back, so directly behind. Okay. And then the last part, ta, ta, it quite vigorously. The arms, palms together, arms up, keep the biceps, the arms close to your ears, and keep it there all the time. Do not move it away from you. Do not move it away from you. Just keep it all the time. As you bend to the right first and then to the left, you keep it all the time. As straight as you can. So you're upright, erect. Breathe, breathe. Please don't forget to breathe. And then first to the right, 1, 2, 3, 45 degrees or less. And then back, 1, 2. To the left, 1, 2, 3. Back, 1, 2. Front, down, left leg back, up in the 3, back 4, 5, and to the center. Then you finish with right foot, left foot, the entire foot, the flat of the foot on the floor. Okay, so the legs are simple, right, left, 16 steps, last two, 17, 18, the movement to the right, 3 plus 2, 5, 3 plus 2, then 10, so 1, 6, 1, 2, 3, back 2, and then to the center, 3, 6, 7, 8. We'll do it. I'll have my back facing you, so you are able to follow the dance for 5. We're going to do for 5 minutes.
Okay, I play music.
No music. Okay, dancers, position for Koshiki. Ready? Begin. Right, left, right, left, back, left, 2, 3, 1, 2. Front, down, up, back, 2. Center, right, left. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Left, 2, 3, 1, 2. Front, down, up, back, 2. Center, right, right, 2, 3, 1, 2. Left, 2, 3, 1, 2. Front, down, up, back, 2. Center, right, left, right, 2, 3, 1, 2. Left, 2, 3, 1, 2. Front, down, up, back, 2. Center, right, left, right, 2, 3, back, 2, left, 2, 3, back, 2, front, down, up, back, 2. Center, right, left, right, 2, 3, back, 2, left, 2, 3, back, 2. front, down, up, back, to center, right, left, right, 2, 3, back, 2, left, 2, 3, back, 2, front, down, up, back, 2, center, right, left, pin, 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 ta, ta, pin, 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 ta, ta, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, last round, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, ke, vala, baba, now, baba, baba, now, baba, ke, vala. So you can go into shavasana if you like. Just lie down in shavasana. You can make music, soft music. And just lie down in shavasana because it's nice to also allow the movements that you have made, your breath, to normalize and to absorb the changes in the movement in the body, to relax the nervous system. The recovery period is always very useful when we do any exercises. Lie down with the arms maybe away from you if you're comfortable. If you're more relaxed with the hands on your belly, just leave it on the belly, depending on the structure of your humerus. In some of us, we are more comfortable with the palms on the body because the shoulder blades are more flat and relaxed. Anyway, you can choose what is more comfortable and relaxed for you. Maybe turn the neck side to side. We're gonna do this for just 2 minutes. We want to just make small movements. Bring your awareness back to where you are. Rotate your wrists, wiggle your fingers, toes in that direction. Bring your arms over your head and give yourself a good stretch. Bring it down, bring your knees to your chest. Just hug your knees. Hug your knees to the chest. And as you inhale, place your hands on your knees. Just push the knees away from you, straighten the arms. As you exhale, knees back to the chest. Inhale, away. Exhaling towards you. Let the knees fall to one side, probably to the right side. And then you bring your left arm over. You look at your left arm, stretching your eyes, looking beyond your fingertips. Allow the shoulders to relax. And you want to swing the arm down to your side as you turn the head over to the right side. So the left arm pulling down, neck right, and then turning your head to the right side. And again, swing the left arm up, turning the head to the left. And turn the palm down, the left arm palm down, and swing to the neck, the head turning to the right side. And inhaling back to the center. Exhaling, drop your knees to the left side, and you turn to look beyond your right fingertips to the right. And you want to turn your head to the left just to stretch your neck, and back to the right. And swing the arm, inhaling. As you exhale, swinging the right arm, and close the body, and you turn your head to the left side. And inhaling, swinging the arm up. Exhaling, swing the arm down. Again, inhale. And exhale. And inhaling, returning the knees back to the center. Just a little bit of warm up before we do the asanas. Exhaling, inhaling. You want to place your palms on the floor. As you inhale, lift the spine off the floor in the bridge pose. Exhaling, inhaling, left arm up. Exhaling, turn the head to the right side and lower the left arm down. And inhaling, right arm up. Lifting the spine off the floor, and exhale, turn to the left. Just a few rounds of this. I just want to stretch the neck a little bit. Inhaling back. Left arm up. And exhaling, turn the head to the side, lowering the left arm. Inhaling, right arm up. Exhaling, turn the head to the left, right arm down. One more set. Left arm up. Lift the spine. Exhaling. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, turn neck to the left, lower the spine. Last one, exhale, bring the knees to the chest. Inhale, relax. Pause for a while and feel the difference in your mind, in your breath, in the body, in your lower back, in your shoulders. You want to straighten the knees. Next inhalation. Let's roll to the right side. You want to pause for a while if you like, just to open up the left side of the nostril if it's not predominant. And when you're ready, like a cat, push yourself up to the sitting position. Let's just feel the difference in our body. Even that little small movements really calms us down so much. Feel the difference in your breath, your shoulders, neck and shoulders, in your mind. Bring your right arm over the head. Just we want to little stretch the neck a little bit. You can sit how you like, how you're comfortable. Just breathing into the stress, into the stretch. And slowly, very, very slowly releasing that. Lowering the right arm. Now, if you're sitting in different, if you want to change your legs, you may. Otherwise, you can just keep it as it is. Now the left arm, holding the head and turn. Bring the left ear to your left shoulder. Breathing into the stretch. Relax. Soften the shoulders. Shoulders are relaxed. Just beware of any tightness, maybe in your jaws or something, or face, that you should relax. Breathing, don't worry how you breathe, just breathe normally into the stretch. And slowly, 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 be careful, release this stretch. Then diagonally, I want to just stretch the neck a bit diagonally, so it's not to the side, but it's to a little bit diagonal. It's nice to feel that stretch on the upper part of the shoulder blades to the neck area. Very slowly release it. And the other side. And slowly release it. Oh, it's really nice to stretch the neck. These arms just show this the arms up for a while, and try to bend forward a little bit. Give the extra stretch in the neck. Out, release. Change side. Lifting it up. And down. Just bending forward and you feel the stretch in the neck. Inhaling out. Release. Just holding your elbows, bring it down for a while, because we are sitting. You may not be able to stretch your arms so far, so just holding it for a while. If you can, interlace your palms and lifting it up just a little bit. Bring it closer and release. Yeah, so just pause for a while before I'm going to start to show the 3 basic asanas that we will do today. Just allow to feel the difference in your breath, in your neck area, in your shoulders. To come to sit in Vajrasana. There are different forms of Vajrasana. This is one of the nice way also to help improve the digestion, especially after eating. So we'll sit there for a while, a few seconds, and then we'll start with the first pose, Dirgha pranam. Feel the difference in your breath, lengthening and exhaling. Just inhaling, feel the diaphragm expanding to the chest, stomach expanding. As you exhale, it contracts, breathing out from the belly, below the navel. Inhale. Exhale from below the belly. And then bring your awareness back to the room. You may open your eyes. Go to the top of your mat or end of your mat. This pose, you are sitting on your toes. The toes are facing your knees. So in some cases, you may need to place, in some of us, you may need a blanket to place on your knees if you have dodgy knees. Otherwise, you can do without the blanket. Or you may have it even under your bum, so that you feel a bit more comfortable. Or if you're not reaching it, some of us may need to have a higher one. But try and see what works well for you first. So don't worry, you are able to come out of this position if you need to. It can be a lot because you're really massaging the toes, and it can be quite painful after some time. We're going to do 8 rounds of this. I'm going to show you first, and then you can follow the subsequent rounds. So inhaling, spine upright. Exhale, palms in namaskar position to your chest. Inhaling, raising the arms up, bicep to the ears. Keep the arms as straight as you can. And as you exhale, trying to exhale from the belly, exhaling down and going down. Keeping the arms to the side and keeping your bum to your heels can be quite an effort. So let's try the first one. Breathing out. And as you inhale, again, coming up. Back to the original position. Lowering your arms back to the side. Some of us may need, it uses a lot of our muscle of the belly, because strengthen the back muscles of the belly and on the back, core muscles. So you may find worked out in those areas, and also you might feel a lot of tension on your toes. So if you need to come out with it and back again. In order to keep the arms in that position, you may want to, like a swan dive. Let me show you. Exhale, inhale. When you reach the floor, your forehead is on the floor and you are in the state of exhalation, and you're holding the breath for a few seconds. Let's try exhaling, inhaling, first lengthening, and exhaling. You may swan dive if you want to, if you need to keep the arms together, and breathing out, holding 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhaling up. You may use the help of your toes to press you to come up to the original position. Again, exhale, inhale, lengthening, exhaling, bringing the forehead to the floor, exhaling from your belly, holding it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhaling out. We're going to work out the count to 8. So I'm starting at the lower count first, so that your body adjusts to the pose. Exhale, and you're going to do 8 rounds, 8 times. Exhaling. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. Exhale. If the arms have to come apart, the arms have to come apart. For now, I think it's okay, but try to maintain the position. Exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Some of us may need support. If you cannot reach the floor, put a stool or a bolster or a high blanket to support that position where you have to rest. Inhale, exhaling. Exhale, inhaling, exhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, exhaling. Exhale, up, exhaling. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhaling up. If you're not able to hold to up to 8, you can hold to whatever count that suits your breath. We'll continue. 3 more. 2 more. Excellent. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, easily up. You can also swan dive if you need to, so you can do not exert your back. Okay. Inhale, clean up. Very often we are able to exhale for a longer duration in this pose. So if you've done 8 rounds, come out of the pose. You may want to lie down in shavasana for 1 minute, or if you like, you may sit as well. If it's more comfortable, just lie down in shavasana to feel the difference, because this is the first time you have tried it, so it's good to I will usually roll my neck side to side, so I'm comfortable in this pose. Next, roll right side. This time I want you to just come on your belly, prone position. You're going to do the cobra pose. I'd like you to just bend your knees for a while to do a little bit of preparation for the back. And lower, and then change side, and lift the legs up. And in the front, just come up for a bit. If you need to support your forearms or elbows, just stay for a while. It's not like the shoulders are up or down. Just allow yourself to relax and get into the pose. But since you've done Koshiki, it may be quite comfortable. Your body has already been stretched and you're comfortable. So just stay for this position. Usually when I do Bhujangasana and my body is stiff, I would stay in this position for a while. So the body is ready to get into that pose. Some cases you want to just come a little bit higher too. Your throat is really nice for some of us. Or you could, and then, okay, let's get into the Bhujangasana pose. Again, the pose is done 8 times. We will do 8 times. And keep the legs together. Usually the muscles of the inner thighs and is engaged in the pose. And lift up the knee slightly so you're not pressing so much on the knee. The front of the thighs, or the back of the thighs is sort of tense, or rather it's lifted. So the hip, the tailbone is slightly scooped. I would like you to bring your attention to just below the belly. Try to contract the muscle a little bit, and then just place your palms where you're comfortable for now. And then if it's swan dive, turn the neck down. If you have, especially if you have stiff neck that I'm having right now, swan dive, bend, bringing your chin towards your chest, and then coming up, and then up, leaving your navel on the floor. Inhale, looking at the ceiling. And exhaling, lower. You'll find it slightly easier, especially the neck is stiff. Now, another thing I want you to pay attention to is your shoulders. Make sure that you're not tense when we are into the position. If you are, you may want to open up the arms so that you move the shoulder away, so that you are able to not stress this part of your shoulders when you're coming up. So tension to the lower part of the belly, tighten a little bit, and then neck, maybe swan dive, looking up to the ceiling, inhaling, coming up. That will take the pressure off, the strain of the neck, shoulders. And exhaling. Again, inhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhaling. It's a little bit harder to breathe in and hold. So when you go down, you may want to catch your breath, like you want to exhale and you want to inhale. And then you want to exhale again before you inhaling. Come up to the next time. Exhale. You can exhale and then inhale coming up if you are able to. Otherwise, do not strain your breath too much. That may be inhaling up. Exhaling. I'm also doing a gradual count to 8. I'll start as we started with 5, 6, 7 now. Again, inhaling. Exhaling. Be aware of the breath and do it mindfully, or rather consciously. 8, and then feel that smooth, flowy movement of getting in and out of the pose. Especially when you are inhaling, feel that vertebrae, your spine coming up one at a time, lifting. And slowly take your time to come down. Do not rush into this. We're going to do one more round, inhaling. exhaling. I'm not sure if you've done 8, just one. Maybe this is the last one. Inhaling, coming up. Because I demonstrated, so you need to do one more. Exhaling. Is it okay to do less number of rounds? Yes, you can. Or more by mistake. You also can. So turn around in shavasana, the relaxation pose, which is a very important part of every asana practice. This is the most valuable part that you should do at the end of our asana class session. Hands back, breath normalize. Sometimes I just roll up to my sitting, sometimes I just roll to the side. I'm going to roll up to the sitting and start rolling to my right side. Okay, the third asana we're going to do is called yoga mudra, and that is also a basic asana. Later I will explain these asanas and the contraindications, but if you have inflammation, of course you're not supposed to do the asanas, you're supposed to rest, otherwise it's perfectly fine. Anyway, I'll mention it later. Okay, let's do the next asana, yoga mudra. Yoga mudra is done in Bhujangasana. Bhujangasana means eating pose. You sit in eating pose. So your legs are cross-legged. Then you sit upright. For some of us, you may need to have support, probably under your knee. By the way, asanas are, these asanas, of course, if you're expecting, we're not supposed to do these asanas because it gets in the way. Alright, let's sit in Bhujangasana, and we'll do 8 rounds of that. Make a fist, bring the arms back, holding the left wrist with the right hand, so that it's like this, you're making a fist. So when you're making a fist, you're pulling your arms away from the body. It makes the spine strong and upright. First take a breath in, and as you exhale, lower your body to the ground. You may touch the floor with the forehead. If you do not reach it, it's perfectly fine. But do not lift the bum off the floor, keep it to the floor. And healing neck in line with the spine, coming up. Exhaling again from your belly, inhaling. Exhaling, you may lead with your chest, leading the chest, exhaling from the belly. You find it easier, do not exert yourself to the back, just keep even out the stress. Healing. want to inhale, you want to exhale, and then inhale again if you need to, for some of us. Otherwise, just inhaling up and then exhaling. Inhaling. Exhale. Out. Exhaling. Some of us may feel that you may need to change the leg. If you can do that if you want to, so that even out the stress on the legs. 3 more rounds. Exhaling from the belly. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhaling. Pay attention to the breath in this pose. It's the most important part of the asana. Exhaling. The slow inhalation and exhalation and the retention and suspension of the breath. Exhale completely and retain that. Retaining. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling, release. That simple movement can also give you some light respiration. Okay, we have done the 3 basic asanas, and there were some warm-ups was also done with Koshiki. So we usually finish up the asana in shavasana. But before we do shavasana, because it's going to be the last shavasana, it is very important, very good to do self-massage, we call it. The self-massage is a very important aspect of asana. It completes the process altogether. You'll see why I'll explain later. Please put your palms, because I like to massage it before your skin dries up. So rub your palms together. You may palm your eyes if you like to. Just palm your eyes. Close eyes. Open your eyes in the darkness of the palms. You can do it 3 times. Does not matter if you do less than 3. Just that's probably enough to give the effect. One more time. Try to it's okay if you forget the process, because it will be repeated at every class. And then the scalp. Now very important part is using your index finger. Just go through this eyebrow and the socket of your eye, eyeballs, socket of your eyes. Just go through this kind of massage. This is where the vagus nerve is. Vagus nerve is vaguely there, so we don't really know exactly where it is, but it's somewhere here, there, and we are tracing it 3 times. So bring it to the temple, make it a circle in the front of the ears, back of the ears. So it's really very soothing. It is almost like when you go diving or swimming, it gives you this effect of relaxing. So really nice. I like to do it many times actually because it's so relaxing. And the bottom of the eye, you can do the other direction, and back of the ears. So you complete both direction, because really you don't know where it is. They are vaguely there. That's why it's called the vagus nerve. So bottom of the eye, you can use the same index finger to just run through that massage. And then little fingers, side, then your, what you call it, mustache here, top of your lip, and bottom. Then I want you to massage this area a little bit. And if you like, you can just press this to the side of the nose. And then thumb under the chin. Just run to the lymph nodes there. The massage is done in such a way that you massage the secretion of your sweat, or kind of a nectar we call it, back into the skin. That's 1. 2 is to massage where the areas of the lymph nodes are. So that's why you can see I'm tracing here. There are a lot of lymph nodes on the side, the jaws, just here below the ears. And especially, it swells up especially if you have the immune system is working harder. So it's really nice to massage those areas. Then the ears. I usually cross my arms to pull the ears, and it's really nice to pull because it really gives you that kind of release of tension and stress. So I cross my arms to pull it. Then the neck. I would put my palm at the back of the neck to massage the neck with it, but that's not part of it. Just want a little bit of massage. Anyway, the sweat will go back into the skin when you massage that area. Then the shoulders. I'm doing my left side first. Okay, just massaging back into the skin. The shoulders, the joints are important. The armpits, of course, the armpits, there are a lot of lymph nodes under the armpits, especially it's the biggest part of the upper extremities, so you massage the armpits. And then you can do it this way, tricep, bicep, upper arm, your elbow, and the forearm should be flow of the hair, especially for those who are hairy. Then top of the, make sure also your shoulders are not tense when you're doing this. Usually when doing something, our neck and shoulders tend to be frozen up. So let go, relax. Massage each and every of your finger. And then this way. If you notice, some of you may notice that we are tracing the meridians, or what actually, they call it meridians, but actually the channels of your flow of what you call chi or prana or life force. So then what's the right side? The shoulders. Usually when you do it at home, you are not going to wear, you have less material on your body, so it's also good to, you are able to massage the sweat back into the body. Your armpit. You find that after doing this massage, after your asanas, for the next week, you find a difference in your skin. When I first started doing this, I was amazed at the result of a simple massage every time after asanas gives to the condition of the skin, and it becomes very supple as well. So I'm putting a little bit pressure on this, but don't do it if you are, because it sort of really releases a lot of tension on it. Okay, then the arms are finished. Now the front of the body. You want to make your knuckles. Just there are a lot of notes as well. In the chest area and the back. Then your belly. Most of the asanas we have done today, really strengthen this muscle, the most important part of the muscle that holds it together, the transverse muscle. So it strengthens your organs and also the belly. So let's see what we're going to do now. Just squeezing out to the side. And then we have one mudra. Middle finger next to the navel. First you breathe in and then you breathe out, squeezing it. Of course, you can do it in a full stomach. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale one more time. And exhale. And release. And the spine. You want to do both sides so that it's symmetrical. And then just like fanning between the spine. Sometimes I just run, I make a fist and run to the side of my spine just for extra massage. But it's really not so necessary because I'm massaging this part back to the skin. So I start usually on the left side, and then somebody like to make a hit at your what do you call it, potatoes. Otherwise you could just go straight to your inguinal nodes. It's where the point, the thigh meets the body. There's a lot of lymph nodes there, so it's a squeezing effect. You're not massaging it, you're squeezing it. So that gives this, it stimulate the lymph nodes area. Sometimes I just use this with this. Today's asana was quite easy on the legs and all that, but sometimes you may get the difficult ones to do. So the knee, how do you massage the knee? You may just put your thumbs over and you just put some pressure around the kneecap. And at the same time massaging the back of the knee. And the calf. And to just massage the calf, shin. Just massaging it back into the skin. Of course, if you're not at home, you're not wearing your legs are exposed, it's better to massage on the skin instead of the clothes you're wearing. Ankles, top of the foot. I want to put my fingers between the toes, so I'll give the extra massage. Or you could just go to one by one. There are a lot of pressure points, so it can be quite achy when you're pressing the toes. Then the back of the toes. That's why it's good to keep your fingernails short, so you're able to press into this each and every of the toes, the back of the toes. Make the tips of your fingers pressing into the base of your toes. And you could use, if you just your thumb massaging this area. Most of you probably would know that the feet and the palms are map of your body. This is what reflexology is. So reflexology massages the certain parts of the body by looking at, it represents the map of the body. So you might want to just go through it with your fingers and thumbs or with the elbow. But for today, I think I'm just going to keep to the tap it. All right, and then the right side. Maybe want to just give the extra circulation. So this part here, where the inguinal nodes are your pumping action, then massaging the thighs. Sometimes I use this, especially if my muscle have been used too much on some of the asanas. The knee, be careful with the knee, do not press it if it's too sharp pain, but otherwise this is quite soothing. It's very nice to just give that warmth and touch on your knees. Massage is a very comforting touch, and it's sort of assuring to the body. So, and most of the time, when we hit something, we would touch that part just to soothe the part, you know, and that's why massage is useful. Besides massaging for a reason, we're also massaging so that it soothes the nervous system. So the massage is done because, one, we don't want to waste this secretion of this liquid from the body. Two, our lymph node system, it assists our lymph nodes, immune system. It also calms the nervous system, improves circulation for sure. So many reasons. I will speak about a lot more later, the next class, but I'm trying to keep with the time. So let fingertips pressing onto the base. It could be quite achy for some of us because not because there's something wrong with any organs of your body, but just that it could be some muscle pain or something, or it's related to stagnation of the chi, of your prana, your body. So it's nice to use this. You can move in that direction of your guts as well if you want to, which is you follow. It's always in a clockwise direction. You have it both in your right and left foot, so it should be one direction, clockwise direction, when you're looking at it. So tap your heel and your foot. Now let's lie into shavasana. Let me see how much time we have. Oh, we don't have much time. So lie in shavasana. We're going to do about, I'm not going to do long. We're going to do 5 minutes. If you're going to be if you're in a cold place, please cover yourself, especially your feet. You don't want to be cold. Although you're going to lie down for just 5 minutes this time, the temperature will drop. So it's important that you are covered, so that, of course, if you're in a warm place, you can stay longer or shorter time, but we're going to keep for 5 minutes today. Lie down. Just your neck. So you find yourself comfortable. Do not touch. Make sure there's nothing around you that you're touching except the floor you're lying and the clothes that is on you or the blanket that's on you. Like, I always like to have my palms to my body because I feel more relaxed. But of course, you may have your arms away from you if that's the structure of your bones. Just inhaling, exhaling, allow your breath to lengthen. Allow yourself to relax completely. It's not a sleeping pose. It allows you to just let go of all the tension from the body, from the mind, from the breath. Allow the weight of the body to sink into the ground you're lying on. Feel the contact point between the body and the floor. And feel your body relaxing, easing off the tension completely. Commit yourself to stillness and do not move for
for the next few minutes. You're aware where you're lying, awareness, the toes, the arch of your feet, heels, top of the foot, shin, ankles, top of the knees, calf, thighs, top of the thighs, back of the thighs. Feel in the sacrum, releasing all the tension. As the body sinks to the ground. Hips, the sacrum, lower back, middle back, upper back, easing off the tension. Shoulder blades, front of the body, your belly, abdomen, chest, shoulders, fingertips, palm of the hands, thumbs, wrist, back of the hands, forearms, elbows, upper arms. Feel the space at the armpits, shoulders, back of the neck, front of the throat, jaws, relax, facial muscles, ears, eyes, eyebrows, nose, forehead, back of the head, scalp, entire body, completely relaxed. exhaling. Recall you are in shavasana. Recall where you are. Recall the time of the day. Inhale, exhale. Begin to make small movements. Fingers stretching. Rotate the wrist. Toes. Stretching the toes. Stretch. Rotate the ankles. Whichever direction. Knees to your chest. You want to roll side to side. Feet. Give a little massage to the back. And very slowly get ready to just roll to one side where your breath is predominant, or to the right side, whichever you prefer. When you're ready, slowly bring yourself, push yourself up to the sitting position, keeping your eyes closed. Just feel the difference. Just come to the sitting. Sit in any cross-legged position that you may. Feel the difference in your breath, in the body, and the mind. Interlace your fingers, just place them on your lap. Feel the difference in your breath, inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, you feel this divine light inside you. Exhaling, this love divine surrounds you. All around you, you're feeling this love divine. You are inside, outside. You merge yourself into this divine light and feel the bliss within you and all around you. Feel the calmness of the mind, the depth of the breath, and the joy in your heart. Love is all there is. Just bring yourself, bring your palms together in Namaskar position. As you bow, give thanks to this divine consciousness. Thank you for the class. You slowly open your eyes and ready for some questions. I will see if there are any questions that is posted.
Yeah, there is some questions. The first question is, in Dirgha pranam I can go slowly. I just fall. So what the person must do? Somebody is doing Dirgha pranam and falling
Falling down?
because of doing slowly.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, then you may have to do a little bit faster until you build that strength and you're able to do it properly. Because it can be very difficult to do slowly because we're trying to balance. At the same time, in this Dirgha pranam, it uses the core muscles a lot, and a lot of it really afterwards you find that you lose weight as well because it's quite strengthening the muscles. So then you do a little bit faster. It's okay to do faster. It's fine. But when you go down there, you breathe out. You're holding. You find that breathing out actually helps to calm the nerves and the breath. So it's perfectly fine. You need to adjust also, of course, to your body until the body, the physical, is able to do it slowly. the strength of your the muscles as well.
Mhm. And there is second question. Um, is there any asanas designed to help dry skin? My skin is so dry, heels especially. Do you have any recipe to revive the skin?
Asanas, we did massage. Okay, I will just reply according in the context of the asanas for now. Later on, you will address something. There's also one part that I want to mention about the rules of asanas, which I didn't mention in the beginning. Now, the asanas, when you do the massage, actually helps to make the skin supple. At the same time, when you follow a certain practices, okay, and certain diet, of the skin, of course, will improve. But asanas, our asanas are actually done. Why these asanas? They are actually very useful for our endocrine system. Endocrine system is responsible for producing all kinds of hormones. There are many, at each of the chakras. There are many vital organs that produce hormones, and imbalances of the hormones is addressed when we do our Rajadiraj asanas. So that's why it can be very helpful in this context. Of course, skin condition is not only it can go overnight just by doing asanas, but also you need to look at your diet and the climate, your exposure, your environment as well. It could be dryness, the environment could be humidity or dryness. Could also be the chemicals that you're exposed to. Besides, there are many factors, of course, and also age. And teenagers usually would get the hormones are quite imbalanced, so that's why you could be prone to that as well. Could also be parasites in the body, so there are different issues to do that. But if you have started doing our practices like Koshiki asanas, I found that, in fact, not only me but many of the students have found that they are very useful in it's like the body's detoxing certain things that is not useful for the body, and of course they improve the conditions of your skin. Many of us who are practicing asanas have found that to improve their condition very much.
The third question, should we do the asanas before meditation?
Okay, asanas. Someone was asking me about this as well. Asanas is better done after meditation, but because it's useful after meditation. Now, but for beginners, I have found that many beginners have found that it is easier to do the asanas first and then meditate, because by then the body is calm and quiet and composed, and so it's useful to do after meditation. Before meditation for beginners usually. Someone was asking me about the sequence. Okay, we have done Koshiki. Koshiki can be done anytime. I will explain about that, because are there many questions?
No,
Okay.
there is one more.
Okay, Koshiki can be done in the beginning or can be done at the end, and it can be done any time of the day. Today we did Koshiki in the beginning because I want to do it as a form of stretching, and also we introduced it a couple of days ago, so it's good for you to do Koshiki. You can see that it helps prepare your body. Then you can then do asanas, and then meditate, or you could do Koshiki, your kirtan, and you can meditate and then do the asanas later, or you could do Koshiki last. So or you could do Koshiki after your asanas and then kirtan and meditate. So the sequence for meditation is good to do kirtan and meditate. That part you need to do in that order, not meditate and then kirtan. That is the order. The rest, if you're doing sports, for example, it's best to do sports first before you do asanas, because it's more calming. It's more inner size than exercise. Yeah.
Okay. And the last question, when doing Kaushiki by itself, how long do you recommend it to be?
Koshiki depends on the person. generally, if you're doing 10 minutes, it's good enough. It's very effective. You can do 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening, or you can do just 10 minutes a day. If you're doing 21 minutes has found to be also effective because you're doing longer. But honestly, it depends on the person. If you have that amount of time, you do whatever you can afford to do. Even if you're doing 5 minutes, it can be very effective. For those who are after 10 minutes is good enough to do. If you're doing longer, also too much is also not useful, because you don't spend all the time doing just koshiki. You also need to do other things. So if you want to do 21 minutes, yes, you can do 21 minutes every day if you are fit to do that. Otherwise, if you're keeping for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, it's still, you can benefit a lot from it. It's doing it mindfully, or rather doing it consciously with the the different levels of this ideation and all that, or properly and the breath and all that. It helps to optimize from the dance.
Okay.
I was supposed to mention something earlier before I started the class, is some of the rules of asanas, which I think that is the first thing you should know. Now, of course, which I will remind also in the next classes again and again, some of the things which is not said in this class due to time factor. Need to have a blanket. If you have a wool blanket or something, it's very good to do asanas, because plastic nowadays, there's a lot of plastic, so it's actually not very good to have something plastic, because when you do asanas, it's quite different from an exercise. So a good wool blanket is fairly better. Then women are not allowed to do asanas when they're having a menstruation, actually, because our asanas affects the endocrine system, and so it doesn't work well. That's why we most of them face conditions of cramps and irregular menstruation after that due to this. So when we do these asanas where the glands are affected, you should take some rest during that period of the time. And best to do asana, and yes, not to touch water after asanas. At least give yourself 10 minutes. Again, it's got to do with you have you are in a different equilibrium after asanas. So the changes in your energy, in your breath, in your nervous system, in your tissues and organs, and then you need to give it some time to go into that change and the flow before you again eat and drink or touch water. So don't touch water 10 minutes after shavasana, and then to eat and drink, it's better if you can leave 30 minutes later, not immediately after you finish your asanas. Especially, you can see the difference in the asanas we do. They affect the glands very much. And yeah, what else? Okay, I think, yes.
There are many people who watch you from South America, North America, from Europe, from South Asia, and even from Russia.
Okay, good. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed the class. We are on time. Not bad. And I hope that I'll see you again. This is the first class, so we wanted to give you something that is not so difficult for you to do, and also that you can do every day at home. These 3 basic asanas are amazing. Please practice it. It will help you in your meditation, in your development in the overall. So the rules, I have mentioned a few. I will mention again the next time maybe when you come, when I see you online. It will be actually sooner on this time will be on my morning time, and your night time in the USA. I think it's evening time in the USA, something like 6 in the evening or something, or 7 in the evening in New York. So all right, so thank you for joining me today. Namaskar.